talk about how we're going to keep our skin healthy now that the seasons are changing. Like, we aren't fully into the winter season yet, but we're almost there. So we need to make sure that we are locked in on our skincare routine. Now, this isn't going to be a video about like our skin on our face. This is for our body, like the things that we should be doing to keep our body from looking dry and flaky, right? So the number one thing that we should be doing, and I'm pretty sure you guys are like, I don't want to hear it, but it is definitely staying hydrated. I love adding electrolytes to my water. I actually have been using Crane Wellness electrolytes for a while. And I feel like what happens in the fall and winter seasons is that it's not hot and sweaty, so we're not necessarily craving water, but you should always keep a glass of water or a little, what are those, the little Stanley cups of water around you year round, and sip on your water throughout the day, because hydration is such a big part of keeping our skin plump, dewy, and we always want to stay refreshed. Okay, so I'll link the Crane Wellness, the electrolytes, below or whatever, and you guys can check it out, but definitely make sure you're adding electrolytes to your water. The second thing that's super important is dry brushing. And you don't necessarily have to dry brush. You can use an exfoliant or you could dry brush. I personally prefer dry brushing simply because I don't have a lot to clean up. So in the past, when I would use like a body scrub, I would literally get out of the shower and then be hot and sweaty trying to clean the shower again to get the oils and stuff out. And there are some scrubs that you can find that don't leave that oil residue in the shower or whatever, but I simply prefer to dry brush. It's super easy to do. Now, that's a personal preference if you prefer dry brushing or you prefer a body scrub. But the one thing that I want to point out to you guys, and this is super important, is you can over exfoliate. So I usually try to dry brush or do some form of exfoliation maybe 3 to 4 times a week. Everybody's different, and it also depends on how coarse your dry brush is or how coarse your body scrub is. So make sure you pay attention to that. So if you start noticing that you're getting body acne, you're like, where are these bumps coming from? You're probably over exfoliating. Okay? So me personally, I like my brush to be a little bit more coarse because I like to feel like someone's like scratching my skin. And it's super easy. You just start at the bottom and you brush, flick going up. Some people do circular motions, but just remember to always go up toward the heart. Okay. The next thing with dry brushing, which is funny because I had someone ask me this the other day, we dry brush before we take our shower. Okay, so you're gonna dry brush before you get in the shower. Then you're gonna get in the shower. Your water should be like lukewarm, no hot showers, okay? Because we're going to break down our skin barrier with a really hot shower. So like lukewarm to cool. And when you get out of the shower, you can kind of like dry off, but kind of pat, but you want to make sure your skin is still damp, and then you're going to immediately add your lotion or oil. Personal preference, once again, I like to combine my lotion with my oil, kind of like locks the moisture in, and then I apply it all over my body. And what I do is I have like a little yoga mat, and I live by myself or whatever, so I have a yoga mat, and I'll set a towel down and I'll put my clothes on and sit on my yoga mat and do my affirmations and stuff, or write the things that I am grateful for, so that I don't get oil like all over my couch or all over my bed and stuff like that, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like to get oil on stuff. So I just sit down until it's completely absorbed into my skin. The third thing is a humidifier, especially when we get like fully into winter. Turning on a humidifier is going to add a little moisture into the air, which means moisture into your skin. So if you don't have a humidifier, you should grab you one. I promise you, they are great, especially if you wake up with like nosebleeds in the wintertime from like there being no moisture in the air. A humidifier is great. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm thinking about. Let me do a recap. So 1, we're gonna stay hydrated. 2, we're gonna dry brush. 3, we're going to moisturize or use an oil. 4, humidifier, right? And then I guess 5 would be an electrolyte. Like I said, I put it in my water. Those are the top things that we should be doing to make sure that we have healthy, plump, dewy skin all year long, because let's face it, no one wants like scaly, flaky skin. Now, if you guys would like another video on the products that I use, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure that I create a video and I'll share all my favorite products for skin health.